tomb of Edgar Allan Poe. I think everybody who is there to honor what I call the great American ghost. Poe is a great American ghost. And if you read his works and you know something about his life, you get the feeling that this man was really otherworldly. And for the same reason that he was never really alive, he was never quite alive the way the rest of us are, there's reason to believe he never really died. The stone lyre, wound in laurel on the cornice of the poet's tomb, cannot keep still in this breeze, but hums an ethereal chord as the young woman leans to touch a stone carved with her initials.
I'm interested in the 19th century and also in some of the Gothic elements of it, but also the luxurious and the expressionistic elements of the 19th century. And Poe speaks to me in that way, and his poetry is, the language is so musical.
It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee.
I started with Christopher Swanson on 4 poems. Alaroff, which is a poem he wrote when he was a young man, The Sleepers, The Bells, and Annabel Lee. And I set those as 4 discrete poems, just standard settings. And I liked the music, but I felt somehow there was something missing about them. And I decided to start from scratch on 2 poems, the great poems, the Annabel Lee and the Bells, and interweave ideas throughout those 2 poems, adapt them in a way as a kind of monodrama, and set a stanza of Annabel Lee next to a stanza of the Bells.
It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of
And there are a number of internal rhymes that you can, the most simple or the most obvious one is Annabel Lee and Bell. You know, Bell is within Annabel Lee. So I intermingled those and created a kind of narrative that's about loss and then madness and then some kind of transformation at the end.